This is Lewis, Rupert. We're going to be reacting to the Infinity Wars trailer. Let's get to it.
There was an idea to bring together a group of remarkable people to see if we could become something more. So when they needed us, we could fight the battles that they never could.
I'm sure she did that.
Yeah, her and Kat.
In time, we will know what it's like to lose. To feel so desperately that you're right, and to fail all the same. Dread it. Run from it. Destiny still awaits.
Evacuate the city. Engage all defenses. And get this man a shield.
Who was that to do the shield?
That's from the Black Order.
Fun isn't something one considers when balancing the universe.
But she was the same. That was in the main game, right?
Yeah, it was. No, that's the thing. So he's liking up to do this one.
That's probably a time.
Yeah.
Is that one time?
Yeah. I guess he's not together with the
Who the hell are you guys?
Oh man, that was freaking awesome.
There's a lot to unpack there, especially with where everyone seems to be split. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, so I wonder if there's gonna be multiple invasions going on at the same time. Like, you know, the beginning of like the planet or whatever that you see. That's obviously not Earth. So I wonder if it's where what's the planet where the Nova Corps from?
Yeah, no, I agree with you. That's
I don't remember, but anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's that planet.
Because he has the planets. He has the Power Stone already.
The Power Stone, which was there. That's where like the dude, the Collector. No, the Collector's not there. Who was the dude that remember where Gamora and fucking Star-Lord or
Then you mean the Nova Corps?
No, when they go when they're fighting over it, over the
Oh yeah, the dude that sends that
where is that gem, by the way? The Nova Corps has
the Nova Corps has
so
it.
yeah, okay.
On Xandar.
There you go. So
so that's probably Xandar in ruins.
What do you mean? Like when
Thanos showed up, he probably fucked it all up, and they figure out that's where he's at. Like that ship, although people might think it's Thanos, it's gonna be the Black Order. On Earth, because they're there to get the mind gem from freaking Vision, and most likely what's it called, the soul gems in Wakanda.
So yeah, I think that obviously hasn't been said, or no one knows where the soul gem is, but I think that's what makes the most sense for the soul gem to be in Wakanda, and that's kind of like the reason why they've advanced so far ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, because Wakanda, you can't find it like just like that, you know. You need to you need to know where's it at. So I think they have a way of finding where the Infinity Stones are at, and that's how they get to there. That's how they know to go to Wakanda to get it. And
so they unfreeze Bucky, and some War Machine is obviously in good health. So everybody just kind of comes together that's on Earth, and then there's the New York heroes, which is Doctor Strange. By the way, the banter between Doctor Strange and Tony is going to be ridiculous.
Yeah,
right?
dude, they're
You
like,
know what I mean? Like
yeah,
it's gonna be funny. But so Tony, Doctor Strange, Banner. But see, Banner is in the beginning. He's with them. So when he crashes,
yeah. So
how does he end up in Wakanda?
So I think Doctor Strange is gonna send him to Wakanda because
but what do you want?
He has to work on the Hulkbuster armor. Now I get it. You're like, well, wouldn't you want him to go?
Hulk is one of the most powerful guys. Hulk. I would rather take Hulk with me to go.
Right,
or maybe he doesn't. He has like PTSD.
Because what I think is that the reason they find the planet is because Thor contacts them and tells them, "Hey, we're on our way here. You need to find a way to get here." And then Doctor Strange, after Banner already left, they leave to go over there, and that's when they meet up with the Guardians.
And Xandar.
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense.
What I want to know is, where's the Collector and the Reality Gem?
Good question. See, the thing to me that's interesting is that, so are they gonna so they're essentially gonna have two battles going on: the battle for New York and the battle for Wakanda.
Right.
And it's gonna be the Soul Gem and
the Mind Gem.
The Mind Gem. Well, no, because Vision and Scarlet Witch are not with those guys in New York.
Well, because I think Vision's probably gonna be dead. Like they're there, they're just not with them. Because they're
in New York, you think? No,
yeah,
because there were some shots there where you very obviously.
Oh, you know what? They're also on the run. I mean, not Vision,
but for sure Scarlet Witch.
And Vision probably left to go see her.
She helped
Cap.
Mm-hmm. So basically, they're gonna be split in three: New York, Wakanda, and wherever Vision and Scarlet Witch are. And so the Black Order takes the Mind Gem.
Yeah, Captain America goes to Wakanda. And it's like, hey, they got the Mind Gem,
so
whatever.
Did it take the Mind Gem and the Time Gem?
No, the Time Gem's with Doctor Strange.
That's what I'm saying. But he goes to New York.
So yeah, but
because he has it in the
Eye of Agamotto.
Yeah,
but I don't think they take it there. I think they're going. And then, they're able to fight them off, whatever. And then, either Thor, most likely Thor's going to tell them that they're going to go fight Thanos. And then, because I think I've seen pictures of set where, Doctor Strange still has the Eye of Agamotto, when he's fighting Thanos. And if that's the case, then that's going to be a fight, because Thanos is going to take it from him right there and then. But it's not going to be easy.
Right. But see, so my question is that there's going to be multiple, obviously multiple battles going on at the same time. And so the catalyst for the movie is probably going to be the end of Ragnarok, because we still need Black Panther. So we don't know what happens in Black Panther. There's always going to be a post-credit scene in Black Panther. How that ties into the I think that's going to be a much more isolated story, right? Where it's going to be much more about Wakanda and the stuff going on there, and it's not going to really have so much impact on the rest of the MCU. But
until the very end,
into the very end.
Yeah, like I think it's going to go whatever their story, whatever, and then. When it gets to towards the end of the movie, they're gonna start invading Wakanda, and fucking Black Panther's gonna get a call, and he's like, "Hey, they're coming for you," and then whatever. It's like, and then somebody's gonna ask, "Well, what would they want here?" And he's like, "They might be looking for this," and he's gonna point. It's gonna be the Soul Gem.
Do you think that's gonna be the reveal?
Yeah,
that makes sense. But so just kind of like trying to figure out the infrastructure of the film. Like if they start with at the end, basically picking up from the end of Ragnarok, right? Because I feel like Ragnarok and Black Panther are like essentially happening at the same time.
Yeah.
Like I think that's what makes sense. So you're gonna pick up at the end of Black Panther and at the end of Ragnarok. So obviously Thor comes into contact with the Guardians. So you're gonna see how that happened. Obviously, like it's always the Thanos and those guys go, and Loki gives up
The Tesseract.
the Tesseract. But what I find interesting is that's the only shot of Loki. Is him giving up the Tesseract. So is his life in danger? Is he gonna be dead for real this time?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised because he could probably be like, they could have it two ways. He can either be like, yeah, here's the thing, I got this for you, or he can be like, well, spare my life and whatever. And Thanos like, yeah, sure, whatever. And he's gonna get it. And he's like, you know what? You failed me once. Fuck you. And boom.
Yeah, I can see that, and obviously there's like the different shots of Thanos fighting Thor, and I think that it can happen where he kind of where Thor is much more usually he is a hothead and he kind of brushes into things, but I could see where he's kind of grown in the last three movies from being a hothead, in the beginning and to being much more measured in what he does, and I think that you know Loki dying would be something that would kind of put himself in danger and going right after Thanos. So that's going to be an interesting, plot point if he does indeed like try to what I mean go one on one with Thanos, which
I agree.
I think. So we all know like the comic books and we kind of know what happens with Thor in the comic books. Obviously that didn't happen in Ragnarok, but what did happen is that he became the God of Thunder.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I think that's an interesting. I think they on purpose made him stronger because knowing the threat that's coming.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know that he if he is gonna die, I don't know that he dies right away. You know what I mean?
No, he might die towards the end of the movie. I think we're gonna see a combination of different people fighting. Freaking Star Lord, fucking Iron Man.
So does the fight end up on Earth? So they fight in Xandar, right?
Mm-hmm.
And obviously the guys probably lose the Soul Gem in Wakanda. So it's basically going to be jumping between three fights, or is it going to be they fight in Wakanda? Because if you remember, like the way kind of like Age of Ultron was, is like they have the first fight where is it gonna the first fight to me is gonna open with Thanos and Thor, right? Like in the ship.
Yeah.
Loki gives up the Tesseract.
The Tesseract.
And then from there he's gonna move on to Wakanda, and then it's because it could be a deceiving.
I see your point, but
editing. You know what I mean? Like they might all be fighting Thanos. In those shots where Spider-Man is fighting Thanos, they might all be there already.
Yeah.
So what I'm asking is that I wonder if it's gonna be much more linear than we think instead of playing out at the same time in three different places.
Well, I think since there's multiple fights, I think Thanos wins his. For one, they get the mind gem, right? And then he already got the space gem. He has the power gem. He's gonna take the time gem from Doctor Strange. That's how that fight should end, with him taking the time gem, and then going back to Wakanda. I think they win in Wakanda. Like they fucking make them retreat, and then Thanos shows up in Wakanda and takes the Soul Gem. But it begs the question: where's the reality gem?
Right. The Collector has that one.
The Collector has it, but where is the Collector? Remember, in Guardians 1, I think, his place blew up.
True.
So it's like he had to move. So it's either they win in Wakanda, and then Thanos shows up, and we're going to see that in the next movie, or they take the Soul Gem, and now Thanos is on his way to find the Collector. And then these guys have to regroup and be like, all right, man, what are we going to do to go to stop him from getting the last Infinity Stone?
So essentially, it's basically just gonna be, Thanos' search for all the gems.
It's a heist movie,
right?
much.
Exactly, it's a heist movie without trying to be deceiving. You know what
right.
I mean? Because most heist movies, they're about you getting in and out without people noticing. And
right.
This one is like no, like everyone knows that he's coming for the gems. And what I think is gonna be interesting is that why now? You know what I mean? Like one of my problems with Justice League was that it wasn't very like it was kind of like a lazy attempt to say, okay, there's no Bruce. I mean, there's no Superman. There's no Green Lantern. So now it's the moment to strike. Um, I get it, but it was I don't know, not quite the explanation I wanted. And it's the same thing for for Thanos is that okay? You're obviously this big bad dude. If you're trying to get all the gems, why not just go get them? You know what I mean? So that's gonna be something that's gonna be because it's always to me with Marvel, it's always the villains. It's always the villains are never developed. They're never well thought out and have 3 dimensional character motivations. So what is it gonna be for Thanos that's gonna make him different? You know,
I think the best way I think they're gonna do it is that Thanos was on a different. He was doing something else, and that's why he was having people. Hey, you go do this. Hey, you go do that. Hey, find me this, find me that, and whatever, whatever.
well, what that's to me that's what begs the question. What was he doing?
Exactly.
You know,
He could have been searching for death, maybe. You know, I wouldn't be surprised.
as in Hela,
I don't
or
know.
the more the comic book version.
It depends. It depends if they combine the two.
Well, that's what I think they're gonna do. So what you're saying is that he.
Well, then no, it makes perfect sense. Think about it. If it is Hela, then he didn't. He was trying to figure out he knew where she was at. He was trying to figure out a way to break her out because she didn't know that it was gonna take Odin to die to do it. Then Odin dies. Hela comes back. Thanos is like, okay, she's out. Now I just need to go get her. But then he's about to get to Asgard. Asgard's all fucked up. So then he's like, damn it, I'm late.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. So that even provides a little bit more of incentive for him to kill the brothers. You know what I mean? Obviously, Thor escapes with his life, but that would make sense where he would,
kill Loki.
Kill Loki,
even though Loki would give him Tesseract.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. I mean, yeah, I guess. I mean, it kind of makes sense, but then it runs into the problem like Dark Knight Rises, right? You know, Bane is this great villain with ideas and philosophy and then all of a sudden it becomes that he did it for a girl. So if it's not done, even a great movie, even the Dark Knight trilogy is such a great 3 movies.
Well,
but even then they have their shortcomings with that because it can be like just like it can be like the girl did it off of the guy. It can be the guy did it off of the girl.
Well, he's not.
There has to be a deeper, or at least a better,
yeah. See, here he's not
motivation.
He's not just doing it for the girl. He's trying to get the girl out of imprisonment. So it's more of a whatever. He just didn't. He couldn't figure out how to get her out. She gets out. Now she gets destroyed. Now with the Infinity Gauntlet, she can bring her back, and that might be a setup for the next one.
I see. So that's why he changes to. I see what you're saying. You're saying that she actually dies in Ragnarok, and so he's trying to bring her back. So whereas before he was trying to get the Infinity Gauntlet for power and control of the universe, now he wants it to bring Hela back.
Well, so he wanted it at first. He wanted it so that what's it called? Maybe he figured that he can use that to bring Hela out. Because the thing with Thanos is that he's kind of like when he talks about balancing or whatever, he doesn't really mean it. And that's what I'm curious because in the comics, I kind of remember him just he wanted to impress Death, and I don't feel like that's gonna be the only thing. I feel like they're gonna make something different. So we'll see, man. But all right, guys. Well, that was our reaction and our thoughts.